are driven by the finer things. I see more than materials and wealth. What have you got to give to me? What I don't already give myself. You are driven by the...
Hello, welcome to a brand new episode of Illuminated DiiSCLAIMER. Hope you're finding new, beautiful and exciting ways to find illumination in your life. Now I wanted to talk about 3 words which I think we will all benefit from in this day and age, and that is embracing self-love. Beautiful heart. Now, I wanted to talk mainly about this because sometimes you might think that the world is lacking in the most abundant of emotions and frequencies, and to me that is love. We can make someone's day better just by saying something intently with the passion of love behind it. And everybody loves love. Everybody loves love. You enjoy food. You have this warm, fuzzy feeling. That could be love. You see this person who you think is attractive, that could be love coursing through you. You can hug someone and feel that love going from one being to another. Love is so pivotal and needed in our community, yet a lot of us can't really grasp it because we might be in a state of fear, for example. We might be also in a situation where we can't see the happiness or the love at the end of the tunnel. So what I realized for me is I used to be one of these people. And I realized that I need to get to a point where I can get to the feeling of love. I could see love, I could think of love, but feeling love, it just hits on another level. So what I had to do was I had to love myself even more. I had to embrace that self-love. I had to see what the hype was about, If you saw me a few years ago, I would have been like, yeah, love's love. I don't know what love is. I haven't been in love. I won't even say I love you to anyone, I wasn't used to that word love. I love you. It's like, ugh. Used to make, I love you. I used to just say all these other words instead of love because I didn't feel it. I didn't know what it was. So I realized in order for me to understand love, I had to be in the midst of it. I had to make myself feel love in different ways. Now there's a few things I did to make sure that I can actually start feeling love slowly, but as soon as the love started seeping in, I was like, wow, I actually appreciate people more, and it shows. I'm more present with people. I give more energy and time to my family. I say I love you to other people. And I also like Illuminated DiiSCLAIMER because this came from a place of love. I wanted to help the world at large, and this is me expressing my love through the art of digital communication. So without further ado, let's get started. First thing that I do to embrace self-love is I'll call it mirror watching. Looking at yourself in the mirror. Now I've got a video like this where it's called Mirror Mirror, and I basically talk about just looking at yourself in the mirror and slowly appreciating all your perceived flaws. Now, we might look at someone in the media or the press or someone who you might know, and you might think of them as being super pretty. And as a result, you will take that prettiness that you should have for yourself and you put it onto someone who is not you. But I would encourage everybody to spend 15 minutes over the course of a day looking at themselves. First thing in the morning, before they go to sleep, during the day, even when you walk past cars, just look at yourself and just appreciate yourself. Before I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm alright, I'm decent. And I used to get validation from other people telling me I was good looking. And that's when I was like, yes. And then I realized to myself, no, I'm not gonna tidy myself up just to get external validation. I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and appreciate every little thing until it gets to a point where I love myself more than any other person's validation. So as you can see, like I used to shave up my hair, I used to do the sides, I used to do my beard nice, I used to look like Drake. I used to do my dreads as well, Locks used to be on fleek. And then I thought to myself, no, I want to love myself regardless. Because it's not this I'm focusing on, it's not this I'm focusing on, it's definitely not these I'm focusing on. It's who I am and what I can bring to other people, but mostly what I can bring to myself. Next thing I would suggest or say when it comes to embracing self-love is something I like to call a power hour. Now, in this time, maybe between 7 and 8 p.m., just write down things that you're happy for that you have in your life. Also talk about things that you are looking forward to having. Talk about your dreams and ambitions. Just talk about things that you've learned. Just write all these positive things. Now, I would not just say add positive things, the power hour. Also write negative things that happen to you. But don't dwell on the negativity of these negative things. Instead, tilt your perspective just a bit to the right. Nope, just a bit more, that's it. And see what you can learn from these things. Now, I'm not saying that every little thing that you've been through which is negative is going to give you a positive, but just the act of thinking from different perspectives can shift your perspective on your own life in general. If you see everything from a negative point of view, you'll be a negative person because your primary focus is on the negative stuff. But if you start looking more at the positive things, even if it takes a long time to do so, you start to think, actually, maybe there is hope if I do this. Maybe if this person says this to me, then that's on them and not on me, and I shouldn't take that in. You start to look at the little things and start to see the positives out of it. So I'm not saying, get your negatives and just slap them away, it doesn't matter. I'm saying sit with it, embrace it, learn from it. See what the universe is telling you. Another thing I'll say is bathing. Now, somebody said this to me the other day and I thought it was really important. If you hate the idea of you, or you hate the look of you, or you hate the feel of you, take a bath. Now, when he said it, he said something else as well. He's like, if you hate the world, then watch something funny. If you feel like the world hates you, then take a nap. And then, if you hate yourself, take a bath. And this is really good advice, I think, because a lot of us, we might feel disgusted, sad, upset, but sometimes we take a bath, we just have to splash our face with water and just let the water carry our tears away. As a result, we just have this nice little safe space where we start talking about what we truly want of ourselves, what we like, what we don't like. You have a space where you just have a verbal diary, you can even stream sometimes, you can listen to music. It's your own space where you do things more on a creative basis. Now, you clean away everything and you can use that energy to actually get to where you want to be mentally or emotionally. How you are absorbing something and letting it go, and you just appreciate what your body can do and its capabilities. Wash your hair and just feel all the sweat of the day just go. It's really therapeutic if you think about it. And if you can, have bubble baths too. You can just soak there and you're just in a tub for half an hour to an hour, just reflecting, just let the sounds of the water just take you away, let the bubbles just change your focus away with negative things. And once you get into a calmer state, then you could actually hit what you're going through in a new angle. So this could really, really work. Right, embracing self-love. All right, so one more thing that we like to do is practicing love to others. Now, I know this video is about self-love, but the thing is, you realize more love when you appreciate people in your circumstances and your situations. Now, I felt personally that I couldn't love others, but when I got down to it, it was because I didn't love myself, and I realized that I need to see other points of view. When I used to see people in couples, I used to be like, I need a partner, I need this, I need that. That's coming from a place of lack. That's coming from a place of want. I didn't appreciate the fact that they had love between them. They were bringing love into the universe. Whenever someone's eating food, I'm like, oh, I want some food like that. Oh, that's good. That's a place of lack. That's a place of want. I start realizing to myself, I hope that person really enjoys that food. I'm actually someone with, hairstyle, which I'm just like, wow, you look like a rooster. But then I think to myself, this person has so much love for that hairstyle that they're wearing it proudly. I can learn from that. I can appreciate that. I can grow from that. Also, conversely, you might be in a situation where you're around people and some people might be going down. They might be feeling down, they might be feeling sad. The best thing you could do is actually just lend them a helping hand and practice showing love for them. A lot of people just want empathy. It's not about what you say, it's about being present and being there for them in the moment. And a lot of people do appreciate that, even though they might not say it in that moment. But me personally, I love just helping people. And I don't mean helping people to a point where I'm emptying my cup completely. I just mean, if you need something, maybe I can give you some advice. You know, maybe I can give you some information for someone else who can help. Maybe I can signpost you. You know, if you want to just vent sometimes, just send me a message and I can try to give you advice. But most important thing is people want to feel that energy. So that's some of my steps for embracing self-love. And I hope it helps you the same way it helped me. So thank you so much for watching, and also if you can, please like, subscribe and share to the people around you, because I want Illuminated Disclaimer. I feel like Illuminated Disclaimer will go global. It will affect people in different towns, cities and continents. And I also want you to get involved as well. Write down some comments, and if you do want further advice, please let me know. We're approaching 100 episodes, so I'm going to do a Q&A, and if you want to be involved in that Q&A, please let me know. But I will be talking more about this in my other episodes. But until the next episode, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a beautiful day of illuminating your path. Take care.